Hello, there's Java here. I don't expect anyone to actually watch this until very later. It's 11 o'clock my time, which is 1 hour before Monday. And Monday, drum roll please, is my birthday. I'll be 19 years old, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm wearing shorts right now, so. But, yep, 19 years old, still going on, keeping on. I think I'm still alive. There's the pulse. I'm sorry, I'm loopy right now a little. When I'm tired, I'm loopy. Probably better when I make my videos at night, but I only uploaded a video earlier today, but I doubt anyone's gonna watch it and laugh at any nonsense if there was any. Because I did a quick rough edit, tried to get silly stuff in, more what the what the fuck moments. I hate cursing, but it's a pain in the butt saying WT. It really is. I keep wanting to say what the fuck anyway. Oh god, this is how much I'm loopy right now. And I'll be officially 19 years old in an hour from the time on this video. So happy early birthday to me, and I don't have too many supporters on YouTube, but I'd like to thank every supporter, every subscriber I have on YouTube. Because without you, any subscribers to begin with, this would probably be very, very pointless of me making any videos of any sort. Whether World of Warcraft or what, even with my new screen recording program, Camster, because it's a live stream on YouTube. With my new screen recording program, I do intend to make new videos of different games. Probably like Markiplier does the free wheel games, indie horror games, stuff from Steam, free games at first. But just going to have a lot of fun doing games. And who knows, maybe I might try and make some sketches later on. But of course, it'll be solo, since I literally have no friends out here that can do stuff like that with me, because my two friends that live in Texas that are anyone close. For one, getting married, those two, and well, they're trying to move closer. Trying to get land close to where we are so they can board their horses. So that'll be fun if they can manage that. Means I can probably have some more friends to hang out with during the weekends or something. Since I'm always alone playing games, either making videos or doing nonsense. I also got got a new video game with birthday money today. The game 5. Yeah, where is it? I have the first one already, so it's going to be the name and say 2. Oh dear, I think I may misplace that one. No, here we go. Ni no Kuni 2. I didn't read the thing that one. My PlayStation 4 is not in my room, so I can't very well do that. But it is. I regrettably don't have internet on my PlayStation 4, but I need to see if I can tether it like I do with my phone. See, tether it. But until then, I honestly can't play the game for some reason, because my system's not updated enough. If anyone plays PlayStation 2s or 3s or 4s, whatever, that require internet and says it needs updating for a game, we have a problem. A game should be a game. It doesn't mean a system that should not need updating to play a game. But I don't make the decision. If I did, games would probably have better stories, better play styles and stuff. Certain games, based on their stories, their play style matches. I've played some games that are Just horrible, horrible play style, even for this story. Like take the game Aqua Plaza, a game where you play as anime characters in a kind of Street Fighter fashion, but not 3D. It's 2D side scroller, which is horrible graphics for the kind of game it is. Because I was hoping it would be more three-dimensional when I bought it. I really think I'm getting rid of it one of these days. I probably never play it again. It's just really useless, that game. I love the idea. The story where these characters get merged into one realm and like hypnotized thanks to the witch character, but the play style is awful. Maybe it's just the graphics, but that make the play style awful. But seriously, a game for PlayStation 3, 2D side scroller. That was horrible. I played through it quickly also. Only died like at the end boss. I guarantee probably playing that game with 2 people is better than 1. But even then, a game like that. No, don't purchase a game like that. 2D. At this day and age, side-scrolling Street Fighter style. Never purchase a game like that. Ever. I guarantee you'll hate it. Unless you actually like games like that, then by all means, go ahead. I'm just saying what I thought of it. And then you got games like Tales of Xillia. It's based off the Tales franchise, with like Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. I have not completed those series at all. Regrettably, I can't stream those games because I don't know how to. I wonder if I could play them on my desktop. That would be something, ladies and gentlemen, if I could. Yeah, Tales of Xillia's story is rich. There are multiple endings, not going to spoil any of them. The playstyle is a lot like the original Tales game from what I might see, because I have played the originals. Not got very far, due to they're older and they're confusing. But that's how games are these days. They're either confusing or dumbed down. But the old games were pretty much confusing. If you, I don't know if it's you, but yeah, the map was very huge. Lots of content in between, going from one place to another. Even the dungeons were pretty well made. It's a little tedious when trying to replay through to get all the extras and stuff, especially if you don't use a walkthrough, because there's always going to be something you miss. But I guarantee Tales of Xillia, both games are very good. The second one is probably more tedious than the first, even with all the new extras, due to there's only like a few extra map zones that you didn't get to see that aren't in the original. Other than that, it's a pretty good game series, even though there's only 2. Go for Tales of Xillia, but great, I guarantee. It's don't know how old it is, maybe 2 or 3 years, give or take. But I guarantee that's a game you'll love to play. And let's see, what else? That's all I can think about right offhand. Due to I don't think they have to be PlayStation 3 or 4 games. It does seem like the older generation games, PlayStation 2 and the back, actually had more variety of games. Like Nintendo has been going good with their games and stuff. They've been constantly releasing stuff. It seems like that since after all I've subscribed to GameStop magazine. But the problem with Nintendo, the Wii company, and all that, they keep focusing on making those stupid consoles. Like Nintendo GameCube, awesome. Nintendo Wii, awesome. No, I love Wii, honestly. I love the idea of exercising while playing, even for most of the games, because that was the whole mechanic. With a gun, point the Wii remote, punch with the Wii remote. Even Zelda, Twilight Princess, one of my absolute favorite games in the Zelda franchise, even though it's one of the only ones I've ever played. That and Wind Walker, I believe. I know I played one other. I can't remember what it is right offhand. But that absolute game, it was so popular. I don't know if it was popular, but you could buy a shield that attached to the nunchuck, and a sword attachment attached to the basic Wii remote. And that was awesome, I tell you. But then you got this stupid Nintendo Switch, all that crap. I love the idea of the newest one with the boxes and stuff, for creating the things to play the game. But do you know what a waste of time that is? Whatever happened to just having simple remotes? Wii was simple on its own. What is Nintendo Switch? What is Nintendo Switch? I guarantee it's... I never played it, but I guarantee it's one of the stupidest ideas ever. Why do you think Nintendo keeps making these stations like once every year or every 2 years? They keep making these stations. Well, we got PlayStation 4 here still. Why do you think that is? Because the ratings are so low. Maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them. Because I guarantee that is a stupid idea. Like, probably one of the only good games on the Nintendo now is Super Smash Brothers. The newest ones or whatever. And I haven't even played it. I want to play those. But they're on stations I don't have. If it goes to PlayStation 4, I'm game. I will play. But no. They're sticking with Nintendo crap. Even the Final... Were they adding Final Fantasy? I can't remember. Guess what, they're adding something. But nevertheless, it's stupid. Nintendo has gone stupid. They're all about just making quick and easy games or quick games and constantly dishing out stupid consoles. It's stupid. Like back when my parents were, back when the video game first came out, when my parents were younger, it took years before the next console. Years. Nintendo keeps trying to market and upgrade, but the upgrades suck. I guarantee. It's all about marketing. Marketing, marketing, money, 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 money. Give me money, give me money. Play my game for money. I guarantee half those games aren't as good as people probably are thinking. Critics will say it. Maybe with all money Nintendo probably still makes, it's all them saying, yeah, the game is good. We'll pay you to play it and to give it a good rating. If I was one of those critics, I would take the money and still give it a horrible rating if it was bad. Critics do not deserve their name if they're going to lie or not give it a fair rating. It's not about critics. After all, I'm the observer. I am a critic. God damn it. I am the biggest judge you will ever find. But I guarantee you, a game critic is half personal and half what you think the community would like. The community does not need all these fancy, smancy, excess consoles that just make you spend more money just to play games, newest games. I guarantee you, the Wii was in its height. That would have been popular if Nintendo stuck with it for a few years and just made games that coexisted with it. But no, they went on to Nintendo Switch like 2 years after. Then we got the Nintendo box, whatever stuff. Sorry, I'm just frustrated. I love playing games, but all these updates, all this constant trying to move forward, whatever happened to slowing down? I mean, I'm a construction worker. I have to move fast as while getting things precise. But that means nothing for video games. Video games should take it slow. Enjoy the scenery. Have fun. I understand some games. I have a friend that plays lots of games. He knows games as well as I do. There's some games where you have to move fast, like the scenery is just a trap to get you shot. Yes, of course that's going to happen. Like Treasure there is just going to get you killed because of a trap. What happens to games that are meant that way? Versus the game, and then what happens to the games that are meant to be taken a little bit slow, to get some, to see the scenery, to get all the extras, to find hidden rooms, get rare items, eh? What happened to those days? No. No, I don't think people are appreciating detail anymore. I never played Horizon. No, I've seen other videos. Honestly, Horizon looks good. One problem is I don't think too many people go for the extra skill unless they're speed running and trying to be professional. So when you see playthroughs, if they're not speed runs or whatever, or walkthroughs to get the extras, I guarantee people aren't actually trying to see everything they can and on purpose, unless they are walkthrough people. Like Horizon, I guarantee that's probably going to be, and that was a very good game by Sunday. I've seen playthroughs, as I said. I've seen it. It looks very awesome. The story seems a little bit short, but I believe that is because of the people that are playing the games are just trying to get through it, trying to make the game, trying to make the video. But I find it stupid. Playing the game means trying to find extras, trying to see everything, trying to find all the monsters, catalog everything, rare items, bosses, secret rooms. Remember those days, ladies and gentlemen? I doubt that you do. Everyone, unless you were in that generation, which I wasn't, but I know the generation. Because my dad, he's a huge gamer nerd. Probably got a lot of the gaming from him, even though I was a doctor. But I still find it stupid. All these gamers just trying to go fast as they can or whatever. Like, I appreciate speedrunners. I appreciate their skill. I do hate that they can make a living off of it, though. And I honestly can't judge them because I never watched their speedrun videos. Because I don't care to watch people just run through everything and not appreciate everything. A game is meant to be appreciated. Again, like Nintendo, I don't think they're appreciating their games enough. Here's an example of a company that is appreciating a game, even though it's a remake. Spyro Reignited Trilogy! Ladies and gentlemen, I hate that it got pushed back. I really do. But from Canadian Guy and Jordan Fridge, they both think, because they are my go-to for Spyro info, they both think it will be for the better, and I trust them. I honestly hope by dear God's name or dear Odin, whatever, I honestly believe and hope to every deity in the world that it turns out for the better. I've seen all the videos. I've been keeping up. I believe it's turning out good. And from what everyone has been saying, Activision has been listening. Spyro is going back to his former glory in HD. I really think it's turning out nice, and it's going to be good, and the wait will be well worth it. But then you got nitpickers, as Canadian Guy would say, because one tiny detail that makes no sense to complain over is not there. I hate Activision for one game only. One game that I played all 3 games of theirs. Anyone remember Skylanders? That had like 5 or 6 games. But it fell through. The reason it was so popular at first, probably the first 2 or 3, was the figures. Then you got 4 and 5 and 6. It got tedious. The marketing is what that was. Brilliant idea. But marketing isn't what it should have been about. The story. Originally, the first time, it was supposed to be about Spyro. Then it just went on into things that didn't relate to what it should have been. Spyro was the main idea. And let me tell you something. The original idea was that they were supposed to make a Spyro movie. But that fell through, and instead, Skylanders was made. I love the first game. I love the ideas of using different characters and putting them on portals. I hated the marketing about it. I love the characters. Don't get me wrong. I loved every single character from every game that I played. Hell, I only missed one character from the first series. But again, it's all about money on that standpoint. They didn't try to make a good story. They said, here's your bad guy. You need to collect 4 or 5 magical items at the end of like here's one zone and 5 levels in the zone. Go to the end, you get the item. There was nothing special about it. Those were the puzzles. Even the puzzles that they tried to implement were stupidly easy. And then the TV show, Skylanders Academy, even if that was directed towards kids, that should have never have aired. That should have never been put on Netflix. I guarantee anyone who's seen that unless they're a little kid, would find that so stupid and cheesy that, sorry, missing it later, that it should never have aired. I'm pretty sure it's even off Netflix now. Probably, yeah. I don't know how Netflix works. I still find it stupid that the better stuff gets taken off, or contracts or whatever. Like Doctor Who. Doctor Who was awesome. Continuous. They always had plot twist stories. The writers knew what they were doing. Then some debacle about contracts and whatever got it off Netflix for good. That's fine. I don't care. I don't want to use Netflix unless I use my stinking computer, because my Bluetooth, my wireless TV can't hook up to my tethering, and I have no original internet whatsoever. Thanks to the stupid internet providers don't provide out here. Or what we had, they're saying we need to buy a tower and put it right next to the house. $3K, mind you. $3,000, and for the tower, just to switch it over to a new frequency because something else was interfering and causing constant lag. So yeah, stupid. The old days are better. I honestly miss how things used to be. But such is life. Everything evolves. Everything updates. I honestly hope I'm dead before half the things get worse. Everyone saw Ready Player One? Yeah. Ready Player One. Awesome movie, ladies and gentlemen. I highly recommend it. See, the only problem with Ready Player One was probably how to describe it. Ready Player One, I never read the book. People say it was based off a book. But a lot of movies are, or a lot of the better movies are too. But Ready Player One was awesome. I enjoyed watching it. I love the characters. I love the scenery and such. But I love the idea of being in the game world itself. Like, apparently in the book, or I think it was in the book, either they were in the game world more often or the real world more often during the story. I don't know. But I guarantee, but the movie has so many key elements. 60s references and whatever, I don't know. Pop culture, yeah. Sorry, I've never been one of the past when it comes to pop culture. I loved a lot of music from back then, still do some, preferably Queen and such. Never was a fan of Michael Jackson as a Thriller. He seemed kind of feminine, ladylike, especially in his dancing. Hard to explain. I know I'm going to get a lot of criticism for anyone who does watch this. But yeah, Ready Player One has everything. Tons of Easter eggs. That's what the whole movie is. The story is based on, but what it's about. The story is in the movie anyway. I don't know about the book. Again, I have not read the book. I might one day if there's an online copy. But the movie is about more than just the egg. It's always about friendship, not doing things alone, and actually giving it to the people. Like the company, Nolan Sorrento, he wanted control, advertise, money. It's all about control. All to him. While everyone else wanted to just play the game, have fun, live their life in it. So the world outside was falling apart. Yes, it was good for those with money, and it was good for those that were good at the Oasis. But for those that weren't very good, for those that had to survive with the real world at the same time Overwatch, it was pretty much the apocalypse, a post-apocalypse for most people. They all still live. One day, the Oasis will come to pass. I guarantee that. Virtual reality is going off the whack. You got these VR sensors that hook up to your wrists and ankles that give you full body tracking. I really want to try that. That's one thing I damn well would try before I die. But considering how fast VR is growing, once we get programming better and the game stories instead of just like regular, like arcade games so far, like we got VR chat rooms. That's the base of Oasis right there. Where you got different places to go to, different places to hang out. Like you can draw in the air from what I've seen. You can do anything so far. Be whatever character you are in the VR chat rooms. That is the basis of Oasis, my friends. We are going to have the Oasis one day in the future. God forbid there not be one. I guarantee, my friends. See, and then we come to the scenario of people like Nolan Sorrento coming into play. There's always a Nolan Sorrento. There's always someone greedy, someone that wants to control everything. And with control comes chaos. Ever see the movie The Hunger Games? The first one, anyway. People seem to have hated the series best movie. I honestly enjoyed it. It was a little slower than I would like, even though I never read the books, so I don't know the difference. I really don't care for books unless they're on audio tape, because my eyes get dizzy. I also should be wearing reading glasses when I read, but I never do, even though I can read a lot of words fast. Yeah. A quote, he said, something about hope. A little hope is too much. Little hope is dangerous. A lot of hope is too much. You need to nip things in the bud. Control. You keep it. I want to say like politics, where they say what you want to hear and then they don't do it. He's talking about like that, where they say what you want, where they show and do what the crowd wants. It still has their own agendas behind the scene. That's basically what Nolan Sorrento failed to do. He talked the talk. Of course, I'm just going to call him Possible. That's the only, I only remember his name from Possible, strangely. I've watched a movie like 5 times so far. Probably going to watch it again, no doubt. But Possible did not agree with what Nolan Sorrento was saying, because it all sounded good. By far, it sounded good. But everyone, even the audience, I guarantee you, everyone here knows that would never happen. Once he got control of the Oasis, it's over. It was over. People would still do it, of course, but how many loyalty centers were there? More than enough over the globe to probably have an army of millions. Yeah, seems a little bad. And when you're in a post-apocalyptic world, if you're not good at Oasis or have a good job, you're in a loyalty center. You'll die there. So that's the downside when Oasis comes live in the real world. If people don't understand how things work in the real world, because I bet some people that watch it would call me crazy. But every movie that has ever been created are scenarios that could actually technically happen. This may be just ramblings of some guy with an overactive imagination, but we got AIs that are self-learning. Hey now. Sure, they're primitive from what the movies could say they are, from what movies say, and what movies make them out to be. But it's only been a few years, probably 100 years. No, yeah, about 100 years only so far since the first telephone was invented to what we have now, basically. There's not a lot of time in the grand scheme of things, considering people have lived 100 years old already, past 100. We're going to destroy ourselves if we don't slow down a little bit. Everything in life needs to be slowed down. I live in Texas, and these cities are getting huge, rock wall, filled with rich snobs and fools. A lot of them, anyway. I don't never. I hated where I lived because I was bullied for my differences. Because I don't want to be like everyone. I want to be who I am. Blending in does not mean acting like everyone else. That's what people are trying to say these days. If you're gonna blend in, you have to be like everyone else. No, you do not need to be like everyone else. In 30 minutes, it's my birthday. I probably did this stream a lot longer than I should have, but the world is filled with so many people. But they are also filled with the same faces because of that. Because one person said this, and they have high power. Power means nothing against the mass. If the power doesn't have an army under them, it doesn't matter, and no one has an army. One post on Facebook. America itself actually has one of the largest army in the world. Can you guess why? Anyone? Anyone? Pause the video. Think about it. I'm waiting. Time's up. The post on Facebook said, we have the largest army because of our own citizens. Not just the military, but our own citizens. Here's politics. Before Trump came in, while the campaigns and stuff was like, some people wanted gun control. No. Stupid. What idiot would say gun control? You have to watch out for people. People themselves are the problem. All the murders that go on in the world, who causes them? People. Not the items. The items are just there. People pick up a gun, someone's dead. It's all like that. So when people talked about gun control, stupid. Bogus. Buggers. They have a lot of gall, those idiots. Thinking guns are the problem. No, people are the problem. We have the biggest army in America because of our people. But we also have psychos. What is that? Oh, in America. We have psychos all over the world. People make the weapons, which are perfectly fine. But which person is actually wielding the gun? That's the problem. The gun is not. Which is why America can stand on its own. We, like some idiots, not psychos, just idiots, say America needs help from others. No, we don't. I'm Russian. I live in America because of adoption. I love America. I hate a lot of people because of their mindset, but I do agree with some things that the wiser people say. But the people that aren't wise are saying, we need help. America cannot stand on its own 2 feet. Yes, we can. Yes, it can. We have friends all over the world, but we don't have to ask for their help. When we need it, we do. But we don't need it to stand on economy, protection. We do things on our own like we always have because we're a free country. Free does not mean murder people, no. Free means we can speak, we can think, we do things the way we wish to do them. That's how America was built, the land of the free, the constitutional right. Some idiots wanted to change that, such as Hillary Clinton. I say bollocks to her. I say bullshit, crap to her, to all those idiots that say that. I honestly hate politics. I'm just saying this real quickly about all this because it all leads back to the same thing I was saying before. Even in a previous video, everything connects back to each other. But yeah, I hate politics. I hate learning about that stuff in school. Oh, it did help with some things to learn about. I didn't care to learn about the Constitution, but I do know a few things about it, such as the free speech. One of the most important things. And some people wanted to change it. Hell no. I like thinking. I don't want to go arrested just because saying something I believe. I will get enough problems from idiots, from people that want me to be like them, think like them, talk like them. I don't want to talk like everyone else. I don't want to have to speak in Texan accent or whatever. Texan words. I say y'all, but I also say gall, bloody, Nelly, British words, Russian words, privyet, das Verganya, wunderbar, guten Tag. I know a lot of languages in small bits though. Because what I found interesting, the world is different. There's always going to be a war. There's always going to be someone who disagrees. Again, I've covered this already. But don't be the same. To all my viewers, to all my fans, to any new people that listen, don't be the same. Don't listen to what everyone tells you. Not everyone is right. Even some things I say might not be right. But I guarantee, blending in does not mean changing who you are. If you're not with the right crowd, find the new crowd. I guarantee there are people out there like you. Maybe not next door to you. Maybe they are next door to you, I don't know. Listen to my weird stuff. I probably have made more mistakes than any 18-year-old in my life. Than most. Because I know there are drug addicts and stuff at my age. But I still made a lot more mistakes than more than half of my age group has probably. Even if I haven't done drugs. Which I never will, maybe. Sorry. But yeah, it's all the same stuff. It all connects back to each other. It always does. But don't be the same as everyone else. Be with people. But be who you are. If people don't like the way you are, leave them. Kick them in the nuts and say, screw you. I'm who I am. I don't need to be who you want me to be. I will keep saying how I say. No matter what. I will keep doing videos for fun. I don't care if I get popular. I honestly love venting like this. It helps me get frustration out. Because I am terrified of talking in front of people. I really am. By God, get me in a mood like this, even in the real world. And I would tell you to shut the hell up and listen for once in your life. Because people need to listen. Just because I'm 18, going on 19 now, in 20 minutes, does not mean I don't know a thing or two, thanks to the lessons of elders. You don't know who I am. I sure as hell know I'm not listening to you. So yeah, I will listen to those that actually sound sensible, to those that don't try to control, but try to advise, try to actually teach. I know we've met too many controllers. I will not do as they say, but I sure as hell, uh, right here, very bad. I regrettably do not speak up enough unless I get in a mood like this. I'm working on it. My God, I'm working on it. Slow, tedious. Considering 2 weeks ago I considered suicide quite a bit because I was so doubtful in what I was doing in construction. But I am much stronger now. Now we dang to let the wrong person tell me what I need to think, what I need to believe. That's my life. This is my life. This is your life as well. A voice can be heard. Just make sure it's yours that's being heard once in a while. That probably made little sense. But that's true. Again, speaking up is better than staying silent. Saw a post on Facebook from one of my more religious friends saying to shut the hell up and listen once in a while. That may be good for the people that do constantly talk and all that, but I think they were kind of stupid for posting that on Facebook. They should have posted it on like YouTube or Twitter for the people that are always on there, on those sites or these sites. I hate Twitter. I honestly hate most social media. I use Facebook because I actually have a few friends. And my only true friends out of that, because my parents are friends as well as parents. But my only two friends again are getting married, trying to move closer, but that's about it. I do have a few friends I made through Facebook, but never have gotten together. But I would love to get together with them. I honestly would. It would be fun to get together with some of those people because one of them like lives in Las Vegas. She does awesome stuff. I've seen what she posts on Facebook when she does. She also has Instagram, but I I don't care for Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff is excessive. And then I got another person that deals with gems. He has a huge gem collection like I do. Much more variety, but than I do. But we love gems. Then I got two WoW players. Or was it just one? One WoW player as a friend on Facebook. We play WoW together a lot. Haven't so much recently, but that's because her mother is psycho. Not a story for me to tell, regrettably. And then I have another friend that I met through her, which, yeah, well, I honestly think we're a good group. That's all. I would love, again, for all of us to get together one day in the future. One day to have fun like we should. Because we are who we are. I know these people enough from Facebook, from talking with them on Messenger or whatever. These people are who they are. They can actually speak their mind. They can actually be who they are. They're a lot like me. Probably not as philosophical as I am, but they have the right mindset as they should. that was the wrong word. They have the right feeling about them. They're the people you want to hang around because they can actually say what's on their mind. They will actually tell you what that's straight. But they also know how to have fun. And they know how to be themselves. They don't let anyone else tell them what to do. I've had some grown-ups in my area, friends of my mom, which I honestly hate a lot of her friends. Because they're the typical, if anyone has ever seen The Help, they're the typical housewives. They just have that judgy, controlling feeling that they want everything to go their way. My mom is not like that. No, not at all. She is helpful, kind. She's pretty free spirited in a sense. I don't know if free spirited is the word, but she doesn't how do you say, I think she's more of a person that would just follow. She wouldn't actually try to lead on her own, which is sad. But I've had some of her friends tell me that I should slow down and be more of a kid while I can be. I had my dad tell me recently that, oh, what's his mother? Not himself, but saying that growing up not too fast is when your parents don't take care of you. When you have to learn to cook, clean, and do things on your own. That's growing up too fast. That's only one way of growing up too fast. I was adopted at 3.5 years old. I used to have anger issues. I was always in a special ed classroom when I was in public school. At 6th grade, halfway into 6th grade, I was taken out and homeschooled. I was a genius in homeschool. I got to learn exactly what I wanted, not what the curriculum said. Sure, there were a few things I had to learn, thanks to regular school rules. But everything else was things I actually wanted to learn on my own. That my mom was able to teach me because she used to teach school. She still does, but for toddlers, not toddlers, but like for 4 and 5 year olds, preschool. But then I got into a homeschool group. I was honestly terrified, and I still felt like it was kind of a control thing, even for their freedom in how they did things. I honestly didn't know. I left half a semester early before graduating high school. I still went to the homeschool graduation ceremony. I got like honors. I got very high in my classes. That's because they were things I wanted to learn. You got basic math and all that good stuff, but problem with regular schools, they try to teach you. Regular schools will try and force you to learn something. Like America. Like America was built for people to escape where they were. Illegal immigrants, horrible, yes. But then let's talk about language. I hate speaking Spanish. I know a little bit of it, but I hate it. One, because when I was in public school, like 3rd grade, I was forced to go to a class during one of the classes I could go out of the special ed class to learn Spanish. I fucking hated it. No one should be forced to learn a Spanish language, learn Spanish, or any language that they don't want to. Spanish people need to learn English if they're going to come here. America was made to be its own place. It's not a mesh of everyone else. Everyone meshes into us. So America is English, not Spanish, not Japanese, Don't get me wrong. I love the Japanese culture more than I do for most others. But I do love British, the past. I love medieval castle. I love Scotland and Gaelic. I love Celtic. I love the history. But I hate that America has schools. Public schools in America are actually stupid. They really are. You learn the Civil War. I can recite history from Gaelic and blah blah blah. Why do you say blah 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 when I love all that stuff? From Gaelic, Celtic, Romans and stuff, I can recite that history from most of the details that led up to where we are now in 30 minutes flat. I did that 2 days ago on Friday. I recited history in 30 minutes flat. I didn't carry every important detail. I didn't get every exact date. Because Martin Luther King, yes, he helped with equality and such. I hate the holiday. He never really did anything in school. He might have been famous for politics standpoint. Freedom, important. Everything important when it comes to freedom. But it's like someone was saying that it was super important for me to remember or recite. I don't care what he did then. He did it for now, for our future. People think it's such a big deal. History is important. If you cannot learn from it, you're doomed to repeat it. I learned from it, but I don't like listening to people saying it over and over, saying about it. You know, it's stupid. It really is. You learn what you learn. You learn what you need to learn. But schools make you learn excessive stuff. Like the Gettysburg Address, what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with freedom? Probably the Constitution is the only thing we need to learn when it comes to politics, at least. We need to learn to stop hating each other, to stop listening to the wrong people, and to live our lives. I honestly have not lived my life as I should. Like it took one stupid mishap from the public school for my mom to finally take me out, even after the years of saying what was wrong with it. She never believed or understood it until one mishap with the teacher. I was in a few different hospitals, therapy and such, not straight jackets or anything, trying to figure out what will help me get over anger issues, get over my mental illness. One of the things that one place I went to said not to do, was call the police on me. I got angry in the class. Then everyone can guess what happened. They called the police. The police, however, they were good people. They were my friends, apparently. I did not agree that they were my friends when I was younger, but I see what has happened over the time. They did not know it was a special ed class. They thought it was just some kid throwing a hissy crap fit being violent. No, the teachers abused their knowledge of what they should have properly done. And I was the one that had to suffer through it. All those years, because people were corrupt and doing the wrong thing. Mental illness is just the same as depression. It's just the same as bullying. A teacher can bully you, for fuck's sake. And I was bullied by most of the teachers. There was only one teacher that actually really cared. And he went on to go to a different place to actually help people. Because apparently, I'm going to guess, he hated after what happened. The police didn't know any better until my by luck, my mom came into the school, told, because I was going to be picked up early, told the police officer what was going down, what was actually happening. I got released. I was a friend to those cops, and the cops understood my circumstance. Teachers, teachers like those should not. Honestly, my heart rate's going up now. I can feel it. Thinking about this topic again. Those teachers should not be teachers. Teachers should not teach if they're just going to teach for money. No. School is meant for learning, yes. What are we learning if the teachers aren't actually trying to teach? Following curriculum or something. We're learning nothing. People say they're learning something. That's because they're trying too hard to learn nothing. They're learning something out of nothing. That's what that is. Edison himself, he was an idiot in regular school. But when his mother taught him everything. He started developing theories. He started learning. Einstein, I mean. Or was it Edison? Einstein or Edison? One of them. Maybe both, actually. But the schools were saying they were so dumb that they're going to be taught. The mother taught them everything they needed to know and more. The kids started thinking, started asking questions, proper questions, not the question that the school expects you to ask. We have electricity now. We have the internet. We have people learning still from their teachings. And yet we still have more than probably 75% of the world going about the same old damn thing. The 25%, I want to meet every bit of the 25% and shake their hand and say, well done, and thank you. Thank you for being different and actually trying to learn, trying to be who they're meant to be. As people in religious say, God set down a path. We don't always follow the same path. He set down many paths, actually. I'm not a religious man, no. I believe in God and gods, as I've said in a previous video. But if there is a set path for us, but there are multiple paths, I think not every path is wrong. Maybe different from the original path we're supposed to take, but I don't think every path is wrong, or the set path is always right. I just think there's more to us than being part of a system, which the world is in right now, a system. Trump is trying to make the world, trying to make America better again. He's doing fine. I don't know what he's been doing. But I'm certainly as hell not listening to people just saying he's doing all crap. Again, America can stand on its own. It's half the idiots, the people that are dumb, that are actually talking right now, saying that America needs help, that we can't stand on our own, that guns need to be outlawed. No. While the other half that is actually smart are actually staying down, not speaking. I don't know what it is, because I'm like that. I would speak in this camera for a long time, talking about everything in the world, games, movies, politics, probably even religion. I hate politics. And now I'm talking about it. It all leads back to everything. Scenarios from movies to video games. Stories, politics, religion. It all loops into itself. Makes one giant circle. Here's politics. Here's religion. Here's movies and such. Goes back all the way back to politics. Politics, money, religion, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to end this on a good note before I probably give myself a heart attack due to I'm actually stressing out about this because I understand everything. I see everything. I don't listen to everything, but I know half the things in the world are bollocks, and the other half is good. After all, listening is not everything. Seeing the actions is. Now here's the good one. Ding ding ding. What time is it? Midnight. Monday, August 27th, 2018. Happy birthday to me. And thank you to all my fans and subscribers that has listened through all my nonsense and watched my extremely long videos that I've been trying to cut down and be more be more on point on what they're for. More fun, more silly, more what the fuck moments. Once I start playing indie horror games, any random silly games, I think it'll turn out much better. I think things will get a lot better. I don't expect a lot of subscribers. God, no. I don't want to be famous about this. If I get famous in the process, whatever. Fans are fans. But I do this for fun. Everything is supposed to be fun after all. The world was not made for war. It was made for people to be who they are. Let's just hope the world stays that way. Or changes that way. Because right now it's not. But here's one more word. Well, a few more words. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear brother. And thank you everyone who's here. I really can't do anything without support. Because I've always been the person that either does things on my own and stays out of the picture, or too afraid that I actually need help. And I'm afraid of asking for help. So thank you everyone. This is not just a birthday. This is a special day. Because those who actually celebrate with me are the people that have supported me. People that have helped me go through life. Or helped me in dark times. Thank you everyone. You all have my highest respect, gratitude, and heart. I love every one of you. Friends, my friends are family to me. And that's a lot coming from someone who's been a very solitary crab for most of his life. Thank you, everyone. And I honestly hope one day we all can get together and have some fun. Like good friends should. No matter what age we are, whatever differences, get together as friends, as one big happy family community. And that's the end of the live stream. Thank you again, everyone.